Yeah, you were talking.
Mashed potatoes, mashed potatoes, mashed potatoes.
Why?
So what is your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
Potatoes.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if it's mashed potatoes
Hello,
or if
average
it's
viewers, and welcome back to the channel. Today, me and my co-host Alex, we have a fun one for you. We just finished watching Stranger Things Season 4 Part 1, and we're going to break down our favorite moments and a couple predictions we have for the future. Alex, what was your first reaction of Stranger Things after watching Season 4?
Right off the bat, it blew my mind. Vecna
I agree.
being one being the person who was taking care of 11 was
Spoiler warnings, everybody.
absolutely crazy. The Duffer book, I did not see that twist coming at all. Absolutely fantastic. Right off the bat, that was my reaction. What
I
about
would
you?
agree. The last episode that we were seeing, I'm just going to go off you. The last episode that we seen showing that, I think the actor's name is Jamie. I can't remember his last name.
Is that the blonde haired who's in the...
Yeah, the dude's playing one. He's from a lot of other things.
Okay.
He was amazing. The fact that you can go from someone that looks like he actually wants to help and just a hair change and a little tilt of the head, and now he's the most evil dude you've ever met. Him being one, I kind of predicted. I kind of saw it coming, but I agree that I did not see him being Vecna.
Yeah.
One of my favorite...
And Vecna being the little kid from the
Right.
flashback.
being the little kid is just...
Wow.
So one of my favorite parts from the whole series would have to be the dynamic between the... I don't want to call them teenagers because they're all teenagers now, but the older group of kids or people. So the Steve, Eddie, Robin, Nancy, Jonathan, Argyle. I love those connections that they have. The main group of kids that we started with, their connections are amazing. But just how they made Robin and Nancy friends this season. Anybody see that coming? I would never thought they'd be friends. The fact that Steve and Robin both moved from the ice cream shop and now they're both working together at a video shop. They're best friends like this. They're the best friend that you wanted in high school. Like,
I do like that.
their dynamic is amazing.
To go along with that, it was nice that they were splitting them up. We have the younger kids, and we did have the older kids. Like the younger kids, Maxine, Lucas,
groups we're used
Justin.
to.
Yeah, they were split up, and the other couple went to the underground. It really was cool to see the dynamics they're different when they are in those groups to when they're all together.
I agree.
One of the craziest things I thought was when Maxine was in the underground.
Max.
I thought her name was Maxine.
It might be, but
Okay,
She
well,
prefers Max.
she prefers Max. When Max was
You
in the
won't do anything she
underground
prefers. You hate
with
her.
Vecna, that scene was absolutely incredible. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Max overall. I was kind of hoping she died in that scene, but that scene was absolutely incredible. Her running, her floating in the air, her friends just around her, please trying to get her back.
Raise your hand if you love that song. We got a couple hands behind the camera. He does not. He just.
It's all right, but it's not that good of a song.
Running up that hill.
No, but it was a good song, so that was a crazy moment. What about you? What's another reaction?
So, another favorite moment of mine from this season would have to be, I don't know if the Duffer Brothers are trying to get into something like this or if they have something in the future. I don't know what their contracts are like. But the gunshot scene was just totally different for me from anything we've seen in Stranger Things. When they're thinking that Argyle's coming with the pizza and they're like, it's time to go. And they open that door and there's just guns blazing. To me, it seems like they're trying to show other things that, hey, we can direct more than just children. We can direct these scenes.
And to go along with that police officer who's stuck in the hot box for days getting tortured. Like, oh my gosh,
total
yeah, they're
different thing
definitely
for
going
Stranger.
into
We're
that
growing
kind
up.
Yeah, you can definitely tell this is a growing up season.
Oh,
coming
yeah.
of age.
They're growing up and they're seeing a lot more things. Like, yeah, they've seen Demogorgons and stuff like this, but this is like real horror now. This is like human on human horror. It's not just, here's a monster we have to kill.
I definitely agree with you.
Crime is
All right,
cool.
my favorite scene,
Hands down?
hands down, of the entire season, maybe the entire show, was the final climactic scene of the first episode of season 4, when Dustin and Lady Applebottom, Erica, and all the crew is playing D&D trying to kill Vecna, and Lucas gets subbed into the game and is trying to win the championship for his school. That scene gave me chills. It was absolutely perfectly directed. I'm going to give a hand to the Duffer Brothers.
I just wanna
because
say-
it was absolutely fantastic.
Little tidbit. Lucas wears number 8 because the actor, I don't know his name, sorry, is a huge fan of this man right here. This is 24, but Kobe...
No, Kobe beat Bryant. He's number 8.
Oh, it's number 8. It says 24 right
Yeah,
here.
because Kobe was 24.
I got you. Kobe wore number 8, and Lucas wears number 8 because the actor is a huge fan of Kobe Bryant, which is pretty cool, pretty good dedication. So that's your hands-down favorite scene.
The build-up and intensity, and when she rolls the 20, Lucas goes in, and then he's walking out happy, and they're walking out happy, and they meet each other and look eye to eye. That whole scene just gave me goosebumps. Hand down best scene. What about you?
I really enjoy that scene too. My hands-down favorite scene would have to be, and it's just because I'm a fan of montages and chaos and chaotic scenes, would have to be the scene at Susie's house where they are trying to get the dad out of the room so they can get on the computer, for that they can then break into the security of basically
Kind of like a little
the
Mission
USA.
Impossible going on.
Yeah, and they were talking about like, this is the 80s, and I was born in the 90s, so they know that they were like talking about like firewalls, and I can't remember the exact terms that she was using, like DDSOs and stuff like that, and all these other just terms. It was just so cool to hear. Like she was literally like breaking in
She
the
was
80s.
probably one of like 1,000 people who even knew what that
that
even
meant.
meant in
Like
the
the fact that she had a home computer.
that was connected to the internet. She said this is going to be the future. In
The one
80s.
didn't even know what the internet was, if I can
Nope.
remember.
Yeah,
Like,
I think it was Jonathan.
yeah, he was just like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? Oh, can we talk about probably the stupidest, I don't want to say stupidest, my least favorite change that they've done to any character would be Jonathan. I don't mind that he's a stoner child now.
He's almost
and
pointless
He
this
went to
season.
California, exactly. He went to California, so he discovered weed and blah, blah, blah. His best friend's
Right.
a stoner. I get it. I think they're hilarious. Argyle is one of my favorite characters because his lines are just super funny. But, like, Jonathan's just useless. We haven't even had a thing with him and Will yet. Like, there's usually that talk with him and Will, which I'm guessing is going to come in season 2 because we see the big hug in the trailer. There's a big hug, and it's probably going to be Will coming out, which I believe all of us think is going to happen. I don't know what that picture is. That's going to come in our predictions. But, yeah, I think that rounds up my favorite scenes. I think it was a great first part of season 4.
I cannot wait for part 2. I'm going to be watching it the
I'm a
moment
little
it drops.
sad that we didn't see someone die in the first part. I wasn't hoping that Max
You
was
mean a
going to
main
die.
character?
Right. I'm not disappointed that Sam didn't, or that Max didn't die. I'm not disappointed that Max didn't die. I am
a little
disappointed
disappointed.
that we did not see a main character die. When she was gonna die, I was literally thinking, okay,
This
you're
is
about to
it.
raise the stakes. You're about to say, Game of Thrones, no one's safe.
No one's safe. Anybody can die.
So final predictions, 10 out of 10 for me. Cannot wait for July 1st. Cannot wait to see more. I'm going to be a little sad when Season 5 comes out because that's the end. Yeah, Alex, last thoughts on the season.
Last thoughts on the season. The first part is phenomenal. I literally can't wait for July 1st. Gonna watch it, binge it all in the same night, and just see what happens to our crew. I do want to say, I think somebody's gonna die in Russia. Either Hopper, Joyce, or our new favorite person.
But to hear more about that, look up our other video where we do talk about predictions. This has been The Average Viewer. I'm Matt.
I'm Alex.
And this has been what we loved and what we might not have loved about the Season 4 of Stranger Things Part 1. Can't wait for Part 2.
Like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay safe.
Love you.